Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 480. We're back doing breaks again, and we're kicking things off on a pretty cool note. We got the PWHL first edition here. This is box number 9. We rolled a D20 from the fresh case for it. So yeah, pretty excited about this. Again, it's everything ships from this, given that everything kind of is a player's rookie card because most of them don't have cards. So pretty historic set, lots of fun. Had a lot of fun in our break or in our box. So yeah, 3 times all the names, 3 times all the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. This is the first box. We also post up a second box that sold out as well. So yeah, all right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. It's been a little bit of a time since we last did a break here. So all right, 3 times. Once, twice, third time. Lawrence on top, JF on the bottom. Let's go into this one. There we go. All right, and then the teams, which is just Boston, Minnesota, Montreal, New York, Ottawa, and Toronto. Copy those. And again, 3 times. Once, twice, third time. Montreal on top, Toronto at the bottom. Again, given that it's a single box, like obviously you probably want, like Minnesota's probably one of the best teams to get because of high C, but like you got Marie-Philippe Poulin, who's also really good that you probably want. So yeah. Lawrence, you have Montreal, Jonathan with the Ottawa Charge is their team name. Krista with Minnesota, Jean-Francois with Boston, Lawrence with New York, and Jean-Francois with Toronto. All right, there are your teams. Really straightforward. Everything ships, so I'll call out the team names. We'll go through the base a little bit slower, but yeah. Someone already pulled the Poulin 1 of 1. Wow, that was fast. Although, again, it is really short printed. Like, just by rough estimates, you're probably looking at between 1,500 and 2,000 Young Guns per player. Like, there was not a lot of this made. So, there's our 6 packs and our giant slab of styrofoam. And the box number on the inside in case anyone wants that. But, yeah. All right. Here we go. Good luck. And we'll ship everything. Young Guns will get sleeved and top loaded. And yeah, that's really all there is left to say. Here we go. I will say I do really like the fact that the PWHL's taken off pretty good. So Gable for Boston, Brandt for Boston, Zandy Hart for the New York, Mrazova for Ottawa, Watts for Ottawa, and Sophie Jacques for Minnesota on the first Young Gun. How nice is it to just have the camera just instantly focus on cards? All right, Minnesota, and then we'll go Boston, New York, Ottawa. I want to have like one sleeved and top loaded card at the bottom before all of these go in there. This pack did not open up super well, but got a base parallel in the back here. Steckline for Minnesota, Rooney for Minnesota, Flanagan for Toronto, Abby Rock for New York, Jinsey Rose for Ottawa, and a deluxe of Shiga for Ottawa. Ottawa getting a couple things there. Toronto, and then 2 Minnesota. There we go. Also, let me know if you'd rather have like random pack for this, or if you'd rather have like this style, because we'll do a couple of this style. I might do a couple random pack or something like that. So we could draft this if people really wanted to draft it. I don't know what that would look like. I mean, it'd probably be like someone gets the full base set, or like you draft, I guess, whatever team. Tejrelova for Ottawa, Rat Tray for Boston. We got Levi for New York. Packer for New York. We got Renata Fast for Toronto. And Landry for New York on the portraits. So the only team that doesn't have something right now is Montreal. All right. Babstock for Boston, Schrader for New York, Saulnier for New York, Leslie for Toronto, for Montreal, Dalton, and Emily Clark for Ottawa. Toronto, Boston. Emily Clark, Young Gun for Ottawa. Ottawa off to a good start here. Numbered card and a Young Gun. And this is like, I really wish they made more smaller print products like this, because it's just fun to open. Kava for Minnesota. Minnesota's up there. Shiga for Ottawa. Venisova for Ottawa. Kudin for Minnesota. Kogan for Toronto. And Hensley for Minnesota to $2.99. Hensley for Minnesota to $2.99. Minnesota getting their second top-loaded card. There we go. All right, next pack here. Well, that's a good one on the back. Mashmeyer for Ottawa, Bach for Toronto, Hensley for Minnesota, Stacey for Montreal, LaRock for Toronto, and Taylor Heisey Young Guns for Minnesota. Nice Heisey there. Good little box. She is, again, one of the best women's hockey players and one of the youngest. So as the league, develops over time, I'm sure she'll end up being one of the biggest names. And given that it's like one of the first releases, her first rookie card, be a pretty good one to hold on to. All right, we got Abstrider for Ottawa, Downey Landry for New York, Campbell for Toronto, Tapani for Boston, Bourbonnais for New York, and Rock for New York on the portraits. Man, Minnesota is cleaning up. Frankel for Boston, Harmon for Ottawa, Truly for Montreal, Adzija for Boston, Sheppers for Minnesota, and a deluxe of Kendall Coyne Schofield to $2.50. A little bit of edge shipping on the side, but hey, nice deluxe there. And one of the, I'd say, better players talent-wise in the league, and kind of has, a bit of a track record there of being good, so not too shabby. All right, on to the next box, or next pack. Ooh, that's a good one. Orard for New York, Shafsil for Boston, Bookbinder for Minnesota. I forgot to actually look up the pronunciation. Miller for Toronto, Jaguar for New York, and Natalie Spooner on the Outburst for Toronto. Nice one there. Also, again, it's kind of funny that like all the base parallels are only in, I guess, the like Young Guns are the only ones that got the Outburst treatment. So, but like, it's a fun box. It's a fun set. Definitely, if you're a fan of the PWHL, it's one of those ones that like you kind of want to get your hands on. I might try and complete the set myself. Oh, that's a nice one on the back. Tejrelova for Ottawa. Rattray for Boston. Levi for New York. Packer for New York. Foss for Toronto. And Hillary Knight on the Outburst Young Guns for Boston. So, only for the PWHL? Yeah. It's kind of funny how people are just like, well, I'm never a Toronto fan, but in this case, I'll take some. So a good little box here. Should have one more numbered card based on how the boxes operate. And it's probably this one right here. Maybe? Nope, it is not this pack. All right. Orard for New York. Schafstel for Boston. We have Bookbinder for Minnesota. We got Hannah Miller for Toronto. Ooh, we missed a card there. Jaguar for New York. And Renata Fost for Toronto. And last pack here. Let's get Montreal something. Montreal seems like they've had a bit of a rougher go here. Well, you ask and you shall receive, I think. Chanel for Minnesota. Ashton Bell for Ottawa. Boston for Fratkin. Montreal for Marchment. Panic for Minnesota. And a high gloss to 10 for Montreal of Dalton. Well, hey, there we go. Dalton to 10 for Montreal on the high gloss. It's really weird high gloss not being like the gold color. Yeah, still no Dazzlers. It's funny, you either get a box with like this many numbered cards or you get a box with like this many Dazzlers. But overall, pretty solid box. We got the Dalton high gloss to 10. Nice one there. The Spooner, and probably the Spooner Outburst Young Guns for Toronto. The Heisey base Young Guns. Again, one of the ones that you're going to want to get. The Kendall Coyne Schofield to 250. And a Hillary Knight Outburst Young Gun. So pretty good box there. Yeah, again, everything ships. I think the team that ironically did the worst will probably end up getting the most cards in New York because they just got a stack of like base cards, which is always kind of funny. I think, you know, Minnesota did the best there. And then, yeah. So, all right, that is the box. We'll be on to the next one. Again, there's still spots left in Premier if you're interested in that. It's a 5-box break of 22-23 Premier.